Hi there YouTube, Mr. Globerator here. We're looking at some interesting flights here on FlightAware. You can see between Perth and this place that I will keep on not remembering the name of. It's not Christmas Creek and it's not the other one. Coondewanna. Let's look at its ICAO code, which is YCWA. Coondewanna. We'll be flying Virgin Australia, and they operate an Airbus A320 up to Coondewanna, which is quite an unusual airplane really for Virgin Australia. You can see they landed an hour and 17 minutes ago via this flight plan right here. So direct Avanex, direct ESDEG, Yankee 60 to Hallam, direct to Sarrig, and then into the airport. So, going to drop that. There we can see air traffic controllers coming in already. Going to pop into the flight plan. And we're going to be flying this flight, which is velocity 9339. Perth to YCWA. There it is up there. $139 on board. That all looks fine to me. Direct from Hallam to Sarrig. It's actually not the flight plan that I'd expected, but that's alright. I was going to go out to Tiano, but direct Hallam is fine. Find some alternates. Port Hedland looks pretty good. Paraburdoo's even better. What's the weather doing there? I've seen better weather, but it's not the worst. Scattered 8,400, 30 degrees. The wind's not too bad at all. Yeah, we can do that. What's Port Hedland doing? Much the same, probably worse. Alright, so Paraburdoo it is. Let's see. Oh, okay, no meds are available up there. That's fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and click that thing there. Doesn't like Port Hedland very much, so we'll drop it from the flight plan. It's just not liking that at all, is it? Fine, we'll drop them all. Paraburdoo it is. Compute flight. We need more fuel than that. Alright, so we'll do a holding time. Actually, we need to probably tank a fuel out there. Let's do an extra time of 60 minutes. And that's the one, 9339. We'll send that out to Vatsim. Also going to go ahead and print that. Get PDF writer. Cool, that'll be the right one. Plug that in there. So if that's sorted, we'll jump into the sim. This is prepared P3D and scenery by George, not complete yet. That's why the textures are all wrong. It'll get there. Probably a few months off still. Let's get this aeroplane ready to depart. To do that, we'll need to have the right amount of stuff on board. So payload. It's zero fuel weight. 56.8. There's a couple of little things I need here for the filing of the flight plan. And for the thrust as well. Cool. Just going to grab that. Zero fuel weight, 56.8. 37, cool. CG, what is that CG? 26. And the fuel on board will be 8236. And it's a headwind of 3 knots average. Just going to jump that into the flight plan. Cool. Setting that through now. Okay, someone else has a call sign. Let's try the other call sign. Sure there was one. 37. Let's give that a go. Cool. We have it. Got to go ahead and log in with that just so that we can capture it. So it's VOZ 9337. It's an A320. And circle PRQS. Flight level 370, very nice. Cool. So there's your fuel, the amount of fuel on board we need. Set that up. It'll be 8236. And that's nice and set. Alrighty, let's turn on the ARDS. And the IRS, I mean. It's all on and ready to go. Nav lights are on, everything else is good. Cool. Alright, going to hit the initialization and we'll set in our call sign 9337. Send that initialization request through. Start the boarding process. Meanwhile, I'm going to listen to the ATIS on 1238.
feet. Temperature 22. QNH 1011. On first contact with Perth ground or approach, notify receipt of Juliet. Perth terminal information Juliet. Expect ILS approach. Runway 21. Wind 230 degrees 13 knots. Maximum crosswind 7 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. cloud, view 3,500 feet, scattered 7,700 feet, temperature 22, QNH 1011. On first contact with ground or approach, notify receipt of Juliet. Perth terminal information, Juliet. Expect ILS approach. Runway 21. Wind 230 degrees 13 knots. Maximum crosswind 7 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers.
Good stuff. Alrighty, let's check in the flight plan. Actually, it's got that now. So, we'll check that. Get rid of that disco there. That's Perth, FTX Australia. LT Hallam, direct to Sarrig, and then straight to the airfield. Cool, let's run a checklist. Okay, cockpit preparation complete. Gears, fins and covers are removed. Signs are they are on. ADRS is set to nav. Fuel quantity is good. 58.2 tonne. Takeoff data not yet set. Barrow reference has not yet been set. I think it was 1011. And that's all good. Okay, that's up to the line. Let's do the takeoff data. Before we do that, we want to probably grab the actual departure route there. And next to Perth ground 1217. One fun thing about Perth is getting weird aircraft types all around the place. Virgin Australia and Airbus A320. Perth ground velocity 9337, requesting clearance. So where the hell that we're going?
Velocity 9337, Perth ground, good evening, cleared to destination via AVNAX planned route, AVNAX 2 departure runway 21, maintain 6000, squawk 4630, departures will be with center on 123.95.
As well via AVNAX, out departure, runway 21. Squawk code 4630 and departure is 123.95. Velocity 9337.
Velocity 9337 and maintain 6000. I didn't catch it, so I don't know.
Give that 6000 on the climb. Velocity 9337.
Almost clear request taxi.
1390 taxi Holly Point Delta runway 21.
Taxi Holly Point Delta 21 on 1390.
Right, alright, so we got runway 21 on the departure. AVNAX 2 departure. Go ahead and insert that. Got to check through the waypoints. So, first waypoint is Navy. Then to Swan, Orchie, Binox, Pez, Harvey, Facecam, AVNAX, stop line there, direct to Esnag, all good. We're using runway which is 3,444 meters on. We are an A320. Airport elevation is effectively 0. Wind components. Put that down, didn't I? Cool. Juliet. Wind 230 at 13. Headwind of 13 knots roughly. Current temperature is 21 degrees. No, that's runway 21. Temperature 22. QNH 1011. Takeoff weight will come from the document, flight plan, which is 64.9. Flaps speed 1 for the takeoff. No ADS required. Runway is dry. Okay, the V1 is 143, rotating at 146, 147 on the V2. Flaps 1 up 1, and flex is 61. GPS primary set. Good, that's all set. The engine acceleration at 1540, and it'll be the thrust reduction as well. 1 up, 1 is set. Takeoff data is complete. Okay, let's check on the beacon. I believe that we're pretty much done with the loading there. Good stuff, doors closing. And I'll address the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. Welcome aboard Virgin Australia Airbus A320. We'll be flying up to the mine site today at an altitude of 37,000 feet. Flight time today is roughly an hour and a half. Cabin crew will be coming through the aeroplane just to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. Hope you do enjoy flying with us today. Welcome aboard. Okay, windows. Window is locked. Both sides. Doors closed. Beacon is on, thrust levers are idle, and parking brake is set. Be nose to the right. Good stuff. We're ready for the push. Perth ground velocity 9337 is ready for push. Information Juliet. Okay, that'll be on something like 18. Hey, that's right, not connected on. Let's get the APU running. Just need to check the flap. Flaps open, let's go. Before we do start the engines. That's all good there. Let's run it. What gate are we on? I think it's 18, wasn't it? Roughly there. Perth ground, velocity 9337 is ready for push at gate 18. Information Juliet.
Velocity 9337, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, velocity 9337. Okay, APU's running.
Velocity 9337, you going to want full length in whiskey or would you like a section delta?
Yeah, we'll take whiskey.
Roger.
Okay, disconnect and disconnect chocks. We're ready to go. Not a bad looking airplane in Virgin Australia colours. Pity this thing doesn't come over to the east coast often. It's mostly a west coast kind of thing.
Departure check completed. Line has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engine is clear. Start that wheel.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Okay, we'll start engine number 2. Come on, get me into idle there. How's that not idle? Go look this way. And one's rising. Go. Parking brake is set. Here's number 1.
First ground, Lima Golf Golf, my details.
Lima Golf Golf, Perth ground, good evening. Say intentions.
And Lima Golf Golf is private tomahawk training, and we received information your request.
Lima Golf Golf, with your flight plan, what are your intentions? So you've just filed training flights. I need to kind of know what you want to do.
Lima Golf head north east out of this train, out the northeast of the aerodrome and do some short practice.
Lima Golf Golf, Roger, stand by.
Lima Golf Golf.
Just on the grip nose gear pin in there. We can say hope not, but this might be an interesting flight if it is. Alrighty, so I've got engine started. Let's run this next checklist. For takeoff checklist, flight controls. So to do that, we'll need to jump out of there. Okay, full forward, full left, left, right. And that's all good. Let's try the rudder as well. And that's all good. Okay, flight instruments checked and set. Briefing has been confirmed for the takeoff. Flap setting will be flaps 1 plus F. That's set. V speeds are set. Flex temperature is set. And we'll be waiting on the cam. There's all steering still disconnected. I'm guessing that's the problem there. Oh, there we go, cool. And we're pretty well ready to go. Let's have a chat to the ground. Perth ground velocity 9337 is ready for taxi. Information jet.
Velocity 9337, taxi, boarding point, whiskey, runway 21, via Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo to whiskey, runway 21, velocity 9337. Brake is disconnected. We're ready to go. Okay, nose wheel steering is selected, and we have max auto brake. Rest of that checklist. ECAM memo. Take a briefing. That's fine. Oil temperature still coming up. And the packs are on for the departure. we're not going the wrong way, we might be. Feels like we are. Yeah, should have gone up there. Oh well. Not much I can do about it now. You're going up on Hotel 4, we're going to enter the 700 lane, I guess, onto Whiskey. Spoils around. Want to go up there, but not there. Can we do that? Don't know. Probably not. Probably could have, but I think that's a parking area, so best not do it. Taking the long way around. Probably should chuck on the nose wheel steering, it's getting a bit dark. Transponder. Still says TCAS standby. Let's have a look what's going on down there. TCAS TARA, that's set on. There we go. For 6:30. Should be up one as well. Set. Weather radar is on. Mostly automatic, and we'll go to WX plus T. On 20.5 is set.
Velocity 9337, contact tower 120.5.
Over tower 120.5, velocity 9337. Sit crew. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. And it's going to come to a stop at the shop point here. We need 123.905. Set. Okay, takeoff checklist is complete, nothing in the red. All's blue, cabin crew has been advised, mode selection is set, packs are set, we're ready. Perth Tower, velocity 9337, holding short 21, fully ready.
Velocity 9337, today, Perth Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff, contact Melbourne Centre 123.95171, have a good flight.
Runway 21, clear for takeoff, departure 01, velocity 9337. Strobes are in. Clear for takeoff. We're even thrust. Thrust stable. Flex. V1 to rotate. Positive right, you're up. Climb thrust. Climb thrust set. Center velocity 9337 is climbing through 6,000 through 3,000. Auto flight 1. Spoils the sound. Center velocity 9337 is out of 4,500. Start the timer on 10 minutes. Flaps for tracks. Center velocity 9337, maintaining 6,000. What's that? BFE. What's going on with them? Center velocity 9337. Melbourne Center, velocity 9337.
Velocity 9337.
There, velocity 9337 is maintaining 6,000 out of Perth. Cool. Nobody knows where the center's gone. Let's go ahead and climb. Alright, not getting a climb out of this thing. Center of all stations, Perth, velocity 9337, transmitting in blind, climbing to flight level 370. At the speed brake. Should be fully retracted. It's even armed now. Back to the autopilot 1. There's 10,000. Standard set. Okay, it seems we've gone Tiba. See if we can find those. Before we'll do that, we'll hit the takeoff checks. Landing gear is up, flaps are retracted, packs set on for both, and bow reference is set 1013 standard. That last one, I think. Team procedures are intended to permit reports and relevant supplementary information, blah blah blah. Frequency on the appropriate tier of frequency at above level 200 and the other one below. Cool. Listening watch. Listening watch must be maintained on zero frequency 10 minutes before entering designated airspace. Didn't really get that, but whatever. Time broadcast. Broadcast must be made 10 minutes before entering designated airspace. We kind of did that. Attempts to fire to crossing your reporting point. And prior to crossing or joining an ATS contingency route. Or at 20-minute intervals between reporting points. And a time of flight level change, which is what we've done. Broadcast should not be acknowledged unless a potential collision exists. Cruising level changes should not be made. That's to avoid traffic conflicts or avoiding weather. Turn on all your lighting. Let's turn that stuff back on again, I guess. What do you reckon? Stable for? Yeah, I think it seems about stable. Flight level 200 roughly now. Go and turn off seatbelt signs. Traffic Perth, velocity 9337 has climbed through flight level 200 on climbing flight level 370, passing Harvey, Hotel Alpha Romeo Bravo Yankee on the AVNX to departure. Give another call at reaching flight level 370. And it's pretty much like position reports. I'll just also double check where we are according to where everyone else is. There we go. Quite way down. One thing that we will want to do is contact the next centre before we get there. Where's the sun? Yeah, it's pretty high in the sky. Not too bad.
Number 79. FedEx 979. FedEx 979. Delta.
Just FedEx over there, 979.
C9337.
Having difficulty hearing that guy.
What's the P337?
Must be 9337, go ahead.
Velocity 9337 on flight level 3.
Flight level 370, velocity 9337. You've got radar control back, or someone faking us out. If it's radar control.
FedEx 979, Delta. Yeah. Speedbird 140, complete. That is off. Correction. Contact 1 Hotel, 167.0.
Berlin Robin 12710, speed with 140, thanks for the AT0.
FedEx 979, sir.
So there you go, TIBA. It's for when there's no ETC online in the real world. It's only meant to happen in places like Africa, although it really did happen in Australia quite often about 10 years ago. So, Avnex's coming up. We should have 7 tons of fuel.
Melbourne Centre, FedEx 979. FedEx 979, FedEx 979, got squawk 346. Melbourne Centre, FedEx 99, say squawks, can I get FedEx code? Squawk 3460. Roger, squawk 3460, FedEx 979.
Just checking how loud they are. Yeah, they're louder than I am. Cool. Just, I might turn myself up a little.
And FedEx 979, high level.
Hello.
Melbourne Centre, FedEx 979, I am at flight level 3.
Yeah, we'll just turn them down a little. There we go. Yeah, 84 sounds about right. Seems higher than usual, actually. Cool, I'm happy with the overhead. Sit back and relax a little.
FedEx 979, verify that you're squawking 3460, no Charlie. Melbourne Centre 979, affirmative 3460, and I'll turn my mate Charlie off and I will go again. FedEx 970, 90.
There we go, flight level 370.
$979, you're not identified. Have position report at its place. Just to confirm, you're saying I am not identified? FedEx 979, negative. The unit is an identified target on my radar. This did happen before with another aircraft. They had to log off and log back on.
I've seen this happen to myself before. I had to drop
Roger, let me have a look at my radio and I'll see if I can do something. Hang on.
And to close the vPilot and reopen it again, it was stalking 7000. Some kind of special code that means that vPilot broke.
Qantas 1390, contact Melbourne that I want to and decimal 0, good day.
So that's from Qantas 1390.
Qantas 1390, yeah, contact Melbourne 27 decimal, good day.
127.0 Qantas 1390, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, FedEx 979. FedEx 979. The data tag's still not showing. I can see your estimated position. I have you 10 minutes to the east of S. Roger, that's affirmative. Only about 19 nautical miles aspirants. FedEx 979, can you try using the .x in vPilot and .x space 3460? That is affirmative. I have 3460 dialed into my transponder and I have definitely got the mode Charlie lit up on my back client tower. Sorry, it's not a huge issue. So did you just use .x command to set the score code, or did you dial it using the aircraft's transponder? I have dialed in on, so I'm using the Cytec system here, where I can dial, and I've also tried on the transponder on the actual aircraft itself, and I've definitely got the mode C fired through on the vPilot. Could you just, for the burst of trial and error, could you try just setting using the .x command in your string on your vPilot program to see if it's kind of, if there's some sort of glitch between vPilot and the aircraft? Roger, I'll Give it a go.
Same problem flying Dash 8 out in Copenhagen on downwind. They lost me on transponder, and even pressing the .x space, typing in your thing. For instance, if you wanted to score code, I don't know, 5821, you go .x 5821, press enter, and that'll change your score code. But even that wasn't working for me. I had to completely close vPilot with the X button.
FTX 979. No change on my end. I can store estimated position, but I can't see anything about altitude or whatever. Are you happy to just proceed as is? That's affirmative. What I might connect and then reconnect and see if that makes a change. FTX 979, cheers.
Good thing about vPilot is it's not connected to the simulator at all, so when you close it, it just closes vPilot and the simulator keeps on trucking along. Unlike FSN, but FSN doesn't have that problem. I've never come across that problem before in FSN in all the 10 years that I've been using it. It's about 10 years, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2017, so yeah. I started using vPilot in 2006. It's 11 years I've been using vPilot, and I've never come across that problem once in 11 years. And now I've come across this problem in vPilot twice in about a week.
FTX 979, no change unfortunately. To that, do you want me to just report my ETA to the next weights? FTX 979, yeah, AFM, that'd be good. I'm only going to get position reports now as vatsim updates, so they're going to be a bit delayed compared to what I would normally get. Melbourne Centre FedEx 979, roger that. So FedEx 979, for example, my current position for you has you 4 miles past Aspen. Melbourne Centre FedEx 9 affirmative. My next waypoint is Kathy. I'm approximately 100 nautical miles to the west.
Is he going Perth? Yep, Perth it is. Cool. As long as the controller's okay with directing without transponder. Obviously you can see him on primary radar return, but you can't see him things like altitude, speed, assigned altitude calls.
Next 979, no worries. So I have you with Kathy, estimating time 55, is that about right? Estimated time to Kathy is showing 12 minutes to make it 10 before Lulu. Next 979, no worries. Sorry about the problem.
Cool, aerodrome chart, we'll pop that in. I had napes as well. Cool. Coondewanna. Showers of light rain. Scattered cloud at 3000. We're inside the tempo time, so possibility. Thunderstorms of moderate rain in the area. Lots of wind. Variable 25, gusting 45. That'd increase our approach speed by nearly 20 knots. And it's variable, so it could come from any direction. That's great. Broken 800. Charlie Bravo at 3000. Visibility is 500 meters. So we'll be definitely needing our instrument approach. Wind 35088. Ha. Perfect crosswind. Anyhow, inbound via the Victor Alpha on a runway 08 would be the best option. That means we can do a straight in approach. We won't need to do a extended downwind flying past the airfield off to the left. So we'll take this one. We'll be coming in from the north and tracking just to the west of West Angeles. Straight into there. It's 5,300 meters at the initial. There is terrain right on the initial, and that terrain gets up to 4,101 meters feet. So it'll only be 1,200 feet below us at the initial point, and we can descend on down. Threshold elevation is 2,200. If you were to come back, would be via that airway Q31, whereby this one here, we're going up to Hallam, and then we're venturing off towards a waypoint just about there, inbound. Let's see what this place is about, eh? Coondewanna. Sure that's how you're saying it. It's a mine, open cut ore mine, iron ore. BHP Billiton, I mean. Mining Area C in Western Australia. The Area C mine. There we go. Nine 2 kilometres west-northwest of Newman. I know where Newman is. Haven't been there, but I've sent technicians there. Majority owned and operated by VH Billiton. Port facility at Port Hedland. Mount Goldsworthy. Cool. And I've been around since 2003. That's not cool. In 2008, mining was suspended in September to focus on safety after 2 fatalities at the Andy mine within 10 days of each other. That was a bad 2 weeks. Wow. This stuff goes to Nelson Point and goes under a tunnel to Finico Island. Apparently the average loading time for a ship is 30 hours and 800 ships are loaded annually at Port Hedland. A lot of ships, a lot of loading time. A lot of metal. Not bad. You can see the kind of transition between green back down there and very yellow up here and orange and red as the territory becomes drier and drier the further you go north. Let's see where we are on the map as we get a handoff soon. Not quite yet though. Look at all that crosswind, 103 knots. It's pushing us sideways. Only 3 knots worth of headwind there. Very, very quiet on the frequency. That said, we are out in the middle of nowhere, so what can you do? Top descent coming up. Where is that? 240 miles away. Should have gotten a handover, I think, on the last waypoint. Let's go pop something up here and give him a talk. Top descent level velocity 9337.
Also, 9337, good night. Contact 7.0.
Yeah, that 127.0, velocity 9337. prompting for a handover. Someone's got some situational awareness in this situation, and I think they're in this cockpit. Urban Center, velocity 9337, flight level 370.
Velocity 9339, center.
Five tons fuel on the arrival, the flaps full. Let's see what Coondewanna has for us in store. In the Ursa. Wrong date on that one. It's a couple of days off. Well, they don't have a telephone
No,
today,
it's Qantas 1390. Qantas 1390, go ahead.
It's a bit of a pity.
Qantas 1390, go ahead.
No, 7 Qantas 1390, 1090 miles till descent.
FTF might have a
Qantas
better.
1390, when ready to send a flight level 190.
When ready, flight level 190, Qantas 1390.
Nothing there. Yeah, all of these are private airports, so I guess I don't have the infrastructure from government funded stuff. That one does have one. That's cool. Give them a try. Airbus at West Angeles, which is actually in our chart there if you look. West Angeles, so it's not very far. So it's maybe, what, 8 kilometres, 8 nautical miles from the field that we're going to. So I can't imagine that the weather is particularly different between these two places. Phones are being dumb at the moment.
This is West Angeles. Weather at 1106. Wind 10 degrees at 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers. Sky clear below 12,000 feet. Temperature 2.20. QNH 1013 hectopascals. Rainfall 0. Humidity 83.
Didn't quite get the wind direction. Yeah, it's one of those. You know, they handle one inbound line at a time. Lots of things. Something 10 degrees, or was it 1 something 0 degrees? 1 2. I assume it's 180. It's from the south anyway. Very different voice from the usual one from CASA. Give it one more try. Here we go.
This is Los Angeles weather at 1108. Wind 10 degrees at 1.
Said 10 degrees. I'm assuming that's 010 degrees, as in just off north, in which case we've gone ahead and picked the correct runway, which is 08. Have a crosswind of 70 degrees into Coondewanna. It's pretty close. That's a 350. That's about 20 degrees away from there. Going to go ahead and chuck the runways in. Go to flight plan, CWA arrival, INAV 08. Let's see if there's any VIA, there isn't. Insert that. Going to go with CWAWA, Kawawa. Cool. Just drop that disco. There we go. So CWAWA, and we'll go via India, 187 knots and 5,300. Down the 3.2 degree glide path. Well, yeah, it's glide path, isn't it? Not glide slope, it's glide path. And that should be fine. MDA is 3,000. So let's go ahead and chuck these in. Performance starter for the approach. QNH is 1013. Let's go ahead and double check that in that thing. Yep, it's about right. Temperature was 23. wind 10 at 12, as she expressed it there. MDA is 3000. And the approach is 140, might be 139 by the time we get there. Okay, the missed approach is straight ahead. Climb to 5,300 feet. Then we can make our way back to one of the waypoints, probably Whiskey Charlie. Just keep away from the expected approach. Try to avoid flying over West Angeles. Okay, so a bit of high ground on the approach. We just need to make sure that we're nice and high. We may need to be fully configured by the time we hit India to avoid any pull-up alarms, and then we'll just make our way down. Water brake will be a low for the arrival. They say there's scattered storms around, but I haven't seen too many of them. Might be some further on, who knows. Cool, once we land we've got a 1,900 metre long runway. It's reasonably short, we'll probably come to a stop about maybe 4/5 along the way. We'll make a U-turn, come back and exit the runway. Sheet taffel on 127.05. We've got a Pappy left side at a 3.1 degrees. 45 metres downrange on the runway.
Qantas 1390, leave controlled airspace on descent, no reported IFR traffic. Christmas Creek, area 1011.
Done. There's an auto frequency response unit, but it's at Fortescue Dave Forest. And apparently you can't hear it on the ground at CWA. Coondewanna.
Qantas 1390, leave controlled airspace on descent, no reported IFR traffic. Christmas Creek, area QNH 1011. Clear to leave control area, understand. Christmas Creek, no copy traffic, QNH 1011. Qantas 1390.
Reckon that crosswind's built up even more. No, it's even less than it was before. It seems to be steeper. We're chucking down at about 40 miles. I think the briefing is complete. What's our arrival time? .45, not bad. Current time's 18. Give a call once we're ready. This will be with a request descent and the time. Call it 45. I see it's flicking between them. That's cool. Coondewanna. Melbourne Centre, velocity 9337, estimating Coondewanna at time 45, requesting descent.
Velocity 9337, wind ready, descend to flight level 190.
Wind ready down to flight level 190, velocity 9337. 190 is set. Let's head on down. Descent mode set. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for arrival.
Melbourne Centre off the 9220 departs Spilgita, time 22, passing through 4000 for flight level 250.
Velocity 9220, squawk 3516.
Squawk 3516, velocity 9220.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. Might as well introduce myself as
Velocity
Brent.
9220, do you have a departure report for me?
We're on descent now into Coondewanna, and we do expect to be on the ground there in about
Melbourne
20 to
Centre off the
25 minutes.
9220 departs Spilgita.
Let's look at the weather there. We have a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, and we do have a little bit of scattered cloud and the occasional thunderstorm forecast for the afternoon.
Roger, velocity 9220, what's
Have you
your
got a flight
estimate
with us today?
for scrub
Up to
behind
Coondewanna.
the radar identification?
Have a very pleasant shift.
Melbourne Centre off the
We'll catch you
9220,
when you
estimating
return back to
scrub
Perth.
time 58.
Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for the
Velocity
arrival.
9220, you cleared to Perth via scrub, flight plane route, climb flight level 380, flight level passing.
Chris Perth via scrub, level 380 and currently passing through 8500.
Velocity 9220, you're identified. Qantas 1390, identification services terminated, frequency change approved. Report on the ground and cancel SAR.
Frequency change approved, and we'll follow the ground Qantas 1390, thanks.
Yeah, let's have a look at that approach check. Okay, briefing has been confirmed. ECAM status, all in the green still. Waiting on seatbelts. Barra can be set already. It's 1013. I'll leave it until we're actually cleared to descend outside controlled airspace though. MDA has been set, and engine mode selection will be still be all the way to the ground. Random cloud things with rain coming out of them, some of them. That one over there might be a bit wet, but most of these seem to be fairly dry. I see what they're doing is just putting shadows onto the ground. They're going to go ahead and seat the passengers. That's before we hit the clouds. Some of these could have a bit of turbulence on them. Got some rain happening there. Yep, scattered thunderstorms. Just slightly out of range of what I'd set up before. So velocity 9337 approaching level 190.
Velocity 9337, leave control airspace on descent, no reported IFR traffic in the Wheeler, H1011.
Could leave control airs on descent and current H1011, velocity at 9337. .1011 is set. That was our minimum again, MDA. It's 5,300. That's set. Grid H1011, set across the board. Seat the crew. Cabin crew, seats for arrival.
Melbourne Centre and all stations, Christmas Creek, Qantas 1380, correction, Qantas 1381, taxis runway 27, Christmas Creek for Perth, 120 POB.
12705, just checking that is indeed what we want. 12705 is correct. Seats up with the air crew.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1381, radio check.
Cross 1381, velocity 9337, gotcha.
Melbourne Centre and all stations, Christmas Creek was 1381 taxis, runway 27, Christmas Creek for Perth, 120 POB.
Get these windscreen wipers going.
Melbourne Santa Claus 1390 ground at Christmas Creek, request cancel salvage.
Kira looks like we're out of range of centre. We'll need to go ahead and contact the CTAF. We'll send a private message out to them once we're on the ground. Traffic Coondewanna, velocity 9337, Airbus A320 is inbound Coondewanna, runway 08, the RNAV descending through flight level 111. Estimating Coondewanna at time 45.
Velocity 9337 Melbourne. Velocity 9337 Melbourne.
Velocity 9337, go ahead.
Yeah, velocity 9337. So we're just getting some reports from aircraft at Christmas Creek that radio comms are bad, but it sounds like you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear it at the moment. We're still 10,000 feet there, so.
Roger, velocity 9337. We heard any aircraft calling at Christmas Creek?
Affirmative, I got a Qantas, didn't catch the call sign there. There was one requesting SAR watch and there was one that was reporting a tactic.
Roger, 9337 strange, I didn't hear either. Qantas 1381 Melbourne.
Might check for you on the CTAF. As well, C9337.
Velocity 9337, say again.
9337, I'll just check with them on the CTAF, see if they want to give you a call. They might be on the frequency only.
Yeah, I see them in the voice room, I just don't hear any communication from them.
Okay, no worries.
Must be the VHF radio is not getting down to the ground by the sounds of it.
Could well be.
Velocity 9337, aircraft at Christmas Creek reports he's not hearing our conversation.
That sounds like fun. Wonder if that's vPilot stuff or something else.
I don't know, but it seems realistic because I've heard that in places you can't get Melbourne Central on the ground.
Yeah, unless it'd be one of those places too, probably. Quite mountainous, I think. Alpha Whiskey Alpha coming up. Cool. Camera check. Everything's done, ECAM status checked, seatbelt signs are on, barra is set, NDA is set, engine cell is good, cabin crew is advised, all thrust will be on the speed, and ECAM. Ready, let's get ourselves ready for an approach. Taking flaps 1. Not yet.
Velocity 9337 Melbourne.
That's 9337.
Velocity 9337, identification services terminated. Frequency changed is approved. See if you can call us on the ground.
Copy that. Frequency change approved. We'll give you a call on the ground. If we can't catch you, we'll send a text. Flaps 1 and landing gear.
Melbourne City.
Traffic Coondewanna, velocity 9337, Airbus A320, turning final runway 08, time expected 45. Flaps 2 please. Okay, approach mode selected.
2000.
Terrain, pull up.
Check the terrain.
Terrain, pull up.
1200's all good.
Terrain.
Even 1000. We did expect that.
Terrain.
Runway's in sight.
Terrain.
We go to full flap.
Terrain.
Speed brake is armed.
Terrain.
Yeah, that's annoying. My airplane.
Terrain.
And checklist, gear down, spoilers armed. signs on, flaps full, and we want all the lights on. Traffic Coondewanna, velocity 9337, Airbus A320, final approach 1008. Into the bowl. Back on profile. I see red in the pappy. Okay, fully configured. Pretty much stable as well. Stable.
Above. Minimum.
Landing. Flight director is off.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Oh yeah, a bit of them up there. Come on. Give me all the brakes. Reverses out. Spoils disarmed. Spawn the turn back line. Traffic Coondewanna, velocity 9337 is backtracking runway 08, sorry. There's another aircraft over there. It's an A380. No joke. Flaps up. Strobes on. Turn off the weather radar before we go in. It's all set. Got gates down here, cool. Take gate 1. Traffic Coondewanna, velocity 9337, vacated runway, all runways. Let's try Melbourne Centre again.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1381.
Here we go, number 2. Seems that Airbus is blocking us for landing. We need to go there. Yeah, they're blocking us. Let's go for 3. I think that's one near the tank over there. That's easy to get to. Melbourne Centre, velocity 9337, reporting on the ground at Coondewanna.
Velocity 9337, Coondewanna, Starwatch, Token.
Velocity 9337, thanks.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qantas 1381 on climb through flight level 148 for flight level 180.
Now, Starwatch is
1381, you're identified, you would lead to Perth via the same flight level 360.
Cleared to Perth via Panby, flight plan route, maintain flight level 360, Qantas 1381.
Let's turn off all the lights forward. There we go, parking brake is set. APO on the lead, APO on the bus. We can shut on down. Transponder off. Wipers off. Can we go back to CTAP? Alrighty, so we're down here at Coondewanna, mining town, if you could even call it a town. See what signs can go off. Cabin crew, disarm doors, cross track. Righty, raining out here, but what can you do? You know, I was about to say, Starwatch is search and rescue watch. I said rescue with a W, lol. So search and rescue watch. Basically, if you don't report in at your allotted time or within a certain time frame of that time, they'll then start search and rescue operations, which is firstly they'd contact the guys down here at Coondewanna, ring up the telephone in the office there and said, there's a Virgin Australia Airbus A320 that was meant to come in. Has it? And I'd look out the window and say, yep, it's right there. Oh, so he hasn't called in yet. Alright, give him a call on the telephone once he comes to the office. Ah, a nice little crew bus. Look at that. Tiny though, not even nearly big enough for operations down here. Not that you'd put a crew bus airside, but you'd probably want to walk out into the little terminal there and then go out into the car park where the cars go. Anyhow, I've got some doors to open up here. And there we go. Awesome. Going to shut down the ADIRS. And the fuel tank's fairly obvious where that is. Bring out the hose and then fill the plane up. Got a bit of hot brake, so probably want the chocks to go in.
Thank you very much, goodbye.
GPU on. With that we can get rid of the parking brake. Sensor on the chocks. That'll cool them down a lot easier. Well, with a oddly extremely large Airbus A380 behind us, don't know what that's doing there, and a correctly sized A320. This is Musical Aviator at Coondewanna, with the SAR watch cancelled, and our miners making their way out into the mining sites for the week. This has been Musical Aviator. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Catch you guys next time.